welcome back. Another episode of Sarcasm Speaks. Jared, Bob, and we got Nikos on the phone too. So,
oh yeah,
it's gonna be a good one today.
So, should we just come out guns blazing on the Dennis Rodman stuff?
Yeah, fuck it, let's do
in The Last Dance.
Yeah.
So, one of the biggest things that I actually saw the day after, and again, I don't understand why everyone tries to discredit the the Bulls, or
wait, hold on 1 second. Close the fucking door. All right, I'm sorry.
So obviously everyone tries to discredit MJ because they've only seen LeBron in their life, whatever. People try to say Scottie Pippen sucks because he played with MJ, and people just like don't think Dennis Rodman was good, and he was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Bill Simmons on Twitter, and this kind of like caught a lot of ground. He goes, oh, today's podcast, I ask why people think Dennis Rodman was so interesting for the last 25 years.
Wait, is he serious?
He is serious.
Yeah, Bill Simmons is a dickhead.
Yeah. But it's like, fuck off. It's like,
I don't know, because he fucked over 20,000 women, and
he's
dyed his hair game, and he would take vacations in the middle of the season, and
he's arguably the most eclectic athlete of all time.
he broke his penis 3 times.
I can't think of anyone that's more absurd.
I mean, his body.
oh, Mike Tyson is definitely up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put Tyson up there, but I think Rodman still has him.
Like, the guy was best friends with Kim Jong-un. How the fuck does that even happen?
Yes.
Like,
He
seriously.
must be very upset. He must be very disappointed.
Oh,
Yeah.
his buddy.
He must be real beat up. Well, I bet you he knows. He's the guy that knows whether he's alive or dead right now, because people seem to not really have a consensus on.
No one
on
knows
what's
if the
going
guy's
on.
fucking alive.
Yeah.
That was the guy that was friends with Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, Jamie didn't know who Dennis Rodman was.
Really?
Jamie's a youngin'.
Yeah. He didn't know. He just said that was the guy that was friends with Kim Jong Un.
He was just Jamie was just a wee lad when they were winning championships.
I didn't know that fucking clown show would be friends.
No one did. That's why it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. He got the last 3, right? He was alive for those.
Yeah, but I mean, again, wee lad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually watched the guy play.
Oh yeah.
But so one of the funniest things, obviously, like, you know, we were talking about it before this, when Dennis Rodman's like, "Oh, I need a vacation."
Yeah.
It's like, I gotta go to Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, 48 hours turns into like 96, and of course the savior, MJ.
Yeah.
MJ's gonna go save him.
I'll go get him.
He's gonna go.
Yeah, Phil, I'll go handle this.
Yeah, he's gonna go do the Lord's work and bring back Rodman.
Yeah.
When he kicked down that door, it had to have been like the Hangover.
There's a fucking tiger in the bathroom.
Imagine that image, Mike and like whoever he's probably with, banging on the door, and it's Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman, and God knows who else is in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there's no
By the
way it was just
still-
those two.
Still smoking. She's absolutely smoking still.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks great.
What did Barstool say? It's like, oh, she still has her fastball.
Still has the fastball.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, that was another thing too. The '90s Carmen Electra. Oh.
I mean, he was doing everything. They said he had like a list of like 200 porn stars that he was just pounding. Like he might have a better hit list than Jeter.
I mean, potentially.
Tony Braxton, Madonna.
Yeah, the
mean,
Madonna
I-
thing was hilarious.
Yeah.
Up from $20 million to have a kid,
Yeah.
and he said no.
Well, we talked about that last week where he left a table in Vegas, flew to New York on her jet, flew back, and they held his spot at the table.
Yeah, they kept his
He's
seat at warm.
The Billy Corgi story is incredible.
The lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
What was that like whole thing?
before the it was before Game 2 of the finals against the Jazz. They went to Vegas. They went to Vegas the night before on the off day, and they came back and they went to shoot around, and then Dennis made them leave the shoot around, and they went back to Vegas before the game.
So that they must have.
He showed up like 25 minutes before tip-off.
That game
That's
must have
awesome.
been at Utah, right?
Yeah.
I'll say there's no way he would have
a
been
quick
able
flight.
to. Yeah. I'll say
It was the game and he had like 29 rebounds. 0 points, 29 rebounds, and the Jazz scored like 52 points in the whole game.
Well, that's like MJ said that when he went and got Rodman to bring him back. He was like, "Yeah, we thought we'd have to go through like an extra practice, get him back to conditioning, whatever." They're talking about doing like Indian sprints, and Jordan's like, "Yeah." So I told everybody like, you go slow if you're in the front. Like we can't let Dennis like get lapped, or like they're trying to help him out because he just went on a bender, and he goes. Yeah, then Dennis gets to the front and then takes off, and no one can catch him for 4 laps. Like, this dude is an absolute freak. He went on a 4-day bender at Vegas and then comes back to practice, and he's the fastest one on the team.
It made him better.
that's what it is.
It
It
charged
centered
him
him.
up.
It centered his chi.
Yeah.
Like he told Phil he needed it.
Yeah.
I run a 4 flat at Twin River when I have to cross the street.
I think it's hilarious too. Everyone was all over Twitter being like, "Come on, Phil, just admit that you took mushrooms with them."
Well, Phil admitted he did acid.
Yeah. Well, now everyone is saying they want him to say that they did drugs together.
Oh, right.
Rodman and Phil.
Oh, yeah, they definitely like tag team, like Jenny Buss or somebody. I'm just glad they showed him like the whole. He was really good on Detroit.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad they showed because he was like. I'm glad they showed because he's like a rebounded savant. Like he knew everybody's ball spins. He's a fucking nut.
Yeah, well, that's what he was talking about. At one point during the show, he's like, "Yeah, when Michael shoots, it's going that way, so I got to stand over there. And then when Pippen shoots, it's going over there, so I got to stand here."
Yeah, he was talking about how different players spin the ball differently.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like how much they spin.
Yeah.
Like different players in the league, not even his own guys.
Yeah, yeah. I think at one point he said, did he say Magic? He said when Magic shoots, there's no spin, so you got to be ready. Like he was breaking down everything. Like he fucking went off on it, and I was like, holy shit, dude, that's wild.
Well, that's the thing, because you'll look at the guy and you'll be like, oh, he's crazy. Well, he must be a fucking idiot. It's like he ain't stupid.
No,
Not stupid.
no. He's just
Sex addict, gambling addict, drug
Yeah.
addict. You name it, probably,
Yeah.
but not stupid.
No.
Yeah, he probably. And you know what, too, to boot. I mean, the guy probably had an absolute hammer.
Had to have.
Yeah. And I didn't know he was homeless as a kid. His mom kicked him out when he turned 18.
He went to college. He was like 26 years old.
Yeah, and he went to like Southwestern
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma, A&M Tech.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they're not even the same. The school doesn't even have the same name these days, I don't think.
Changed his name.
Whatever, I don't know. But yeah, it was it was honestly, it was interesting watching the Pistons games, because it does go to show, because you hear like, oh, the bad boys, this, that, the other thing. It's like, okay, yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But like actually seeing it and hearing it,
Right.
it really goes to show you like what that Pistons team was.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows you the NBA is a joke.
Yeah.
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 The NBA is a complete joke now.
Yeah.
Well, I saw someone try even to compare like some of the hard fouls on LeBron to being like, oh, the Pistons were so bad, huh? It's like, yes.
Yeah. Their intentions were to hurt someone. Like
Yeah,
they
and
wanted to knock someone out of the game.
Well, that's the thing. Like you heard John Sally say it. I forget whichever other player told him. Might have been Mahorn. I don't remember. If you're gonna get a foul, make it count. Like,
yeah, that's what he said. He goes, if you're going to get a foul for throwing an elbow,
make it hard.
make it hard, because you don't want to get a stupid foul for nothing.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Like you'll
I
never.
love how they were all like, the rule was make sure he's on the floor. They were like, if the guy gets in the air, it's over.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that is amazing. Like
he's fucking JJ the jet plane. Don't let this guy get in the air.
because that's the thing. You would think it's like, okay, well, a 7-footer can just go up and like,
Right.
take him down. Like, no, you
No.
actually couldn't.
No.
His hands are so big, they're like suction cups.
Yeah. It was fucking wild. I think the best part of it, though, from both episodes is the clip from Ron Harper.
Oh, my man.
That is going to become the biggest fucking GIF in the world over the next few months.
As I'm telling you, I don't think people realize how everyone gets odds on for especially around here for that 08 Celtics team
Yeah.
and that Pistons team in 04. So I'm telling you, this Bulls team is a next level defense.
I wonder if they will really get into that. Like,
Yeah.
blatantly say, hey, at one point, the first all defense team, 3 of the guys are on this roster.
Right. Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I think Ron was on there too. I think it's 4.
That's insane. That's
wild.
fucking nuts.
And they had Luke Longley behind him, 7'3".
Those teams were so fucking good.
It's just a shame that the bronzexuals have to ruin this type of stuff.
Yeah, they're a bunch of fucking losers. I hate when people start getting all over fucking LeBron like that. Like, oh, then they try and say...
The thing is, I don't understand is when did LeBron James become better than Shaq, Bird, Duncan, Kareem, Kobe, Magic, Bill Russell?
Right. Well, they immediately
I don't know
go to
when that
MJ.
happened.
It's like, I wouldn't say LeBron's even better than Kobe.
I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it.
And there's a difference too, like, so if you want to look at pure skill and body, yeah, I'll give you LeBron. He's 6'8", like 250. And he's an absolute freak athlete. MJ was 6'6", 215.
He wasn't 215 until he started lifting weights in 97.
Right, and that's
Do you
what
know
I
that?
mean. Yeah. So
Just
like,
don't let him get there.
so I'll give it to people that like the superior athlete is probably LeBron James, but like who do you want to start your team with? Michael Jordan or LeBron? I'm taking Michael Jordan 7 days out of the week, and I'm probably going to take Kobe 6 out of the 7 days over LeBron.
Well, if we're talking about the physical specimen, it's Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, I mean early Shaq.
No,
Laker Shaq.
the tree
Yeah.
I mean, he just had a Big Mac addiction.
I mean, the guy was massive.
Yeah.
Like,
By the end of his career, he was probably like 320,
oh god, he was huge.
7'2",
Oh, no,
320.
320. No, he was 320 on the Magic.
I mean, the guy was 7 feet tall. Seven
Yeah.
what?
7'2".
7'2".
Listen, in 2002, he's 7'2". Probably with shoes on, he's like 7'3". He's 395 on the Lakers.
What the fuck?
In shape though, like a cut 395.
Like it moved.
Yeah.
He could move that 395.
390. He was 400 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
400 pounds getting up and down the court.
7'2", and like played like well, like not
And
like he wasn't like a fat blob,
But a lot of times, like Sean Bradley,
and like Big
those
Baby.
guys, they're soft. They don't want to hurt people.
Yeah.
He's like trying to hurt you.
Yeah, it's like,
He's trying to take the rim off the basket every play.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's ever commented on it or anything, but he looks like he just moves without any regard for anyone else's well-being.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not his own either.
Yeah. But I mean, if I was 7'2", 400 pounds,
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a fuck about anybody else.
You get out of
either.
my way if you're worried about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, him on the 3 years, the three. If he could have kept up, if he could have stayed in shape and like they stayed motivated, that 3 year span, he is the best. He's the best. He's probably the best athlete of all time for that 3 year span. If he could have kept that up, he would have clearly been the best athlete ever. because there's just nothing you can do with him. It's completely impossible. He's just too big.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even the height; it was the weight. He's literally a tree trunk.
Right, and it was good weight too. No, it wasn't like I said. It wasn't like Big Baby. Fucking Glenn Davis, or I'm trying to think of some other fucking loser that was big, but it was just a load.
Oh,
Keep trailer.
Yeah. What'd you say?
No, like you hear the stories, Matumbo's not really weighs that much, but he's huge.
Yeah.
Like you hear guys like Derek Coleman and Tim Duncan, David Roberts, Cal Malone. They're like, yeah, he just picked me up with one hand and told me not to touch him again. Don't follow me like that again. But like I'm a little kid in timeout. Okay, Shaq. Okay.
Yeah. The 6'10" Tim Duncan just being like, yeah, he just picked me up with one hand.
But I mean it's a shame. It's a shame the NBA is soft now.
Yeah.
I actually just seen that. Who's the guy on the fucking Gary Tangway?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that stupid bitch Trenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to say Larry Bird couldn't play in this era. He wouldn't have the foot speed to play.
I saw that earlier.
This stuff is killing me. This documentary is backfired.
It was supposed to bring you joy, and it's brought you nothing but pain and anguish.
Because like LeBron would average 90 against the Pistons. Larry Bird wouldn't be able to play right now. Michael wouldn't be able to shoot the 3-pointer, and this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, people come up with some crazy hot takes. I feel like a lot of that, too, though, is they're just trying to, like, fill up time. So they have to say some, like, absurd shit.
Right. Well, that's the thing. If sports were going on right now and the documentary was released, which I know wouldn't have happened at the same time, but let's just pretend in a world it did.
Right.
We wouldn't be doing these comparisons because we would have other shit to talk about.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Or you would see a highlight of even asshole Isaiah Thomas throwing a punch at somebody, and then you'll see Marcus Smart taking a flop like right next to it, and it's like,
yeah.
You're gonna tell me this is the same thing?
I almost forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me this. Now Isaiah Thomas is a hell of a player.
Yeah.
But the way this guy talks and those guys in that team talk, you would think that they were honestly like the fourth best team in the 80s.
Well, okay, so I heard it was on the Sports Hub. It was Hardy. He's from Detroit.
Yeah.
Now I think he was playing a little bit of the homer, like overplaying it a little bit.
Yep.
Because, and he prefaced it by saying, he goes, "I'm just glad that they gave the Pistons a realistic look. Like they showed you, that for 2 years, 2 seasons, Jordan couldn't beat them, and they had to change everything they did to beat the Pistons. Fair, that happened.
Yeah.
But then he goes, Pistons were the team of the 80s. They were not the fucking team of the 80s.
No.
They won once in the 80s. Wasn't there a second championship in 1990?
Something
Well,
like
89,
that.
89.
Yeah.
Right.
89,
So, okay.
90.
So, but when you count like title years, that's 89 and 90 for the title years. So they won once in the 80s with the Celtics of the 80s. They won 3 and arguably top 3 team of all time.
Right.
And that team didn't even win as much as the Lakers won in the 80s.
Right.
How the fuck do you say that?
Yeah, did the Lakers win 8?
The Sixers went to 3 finals in the 80s.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, we know it's Celtics Lakers 1 and 2.
Right.
What the order is, I don't know. I wasn't there, but
Right.
yeah, the Pistons.
I'll tell you the order. The Lakers dominated the 80s. They went to fucking 8 finals.
Yeah.
That's a fuckload.
Yeah.
What they won 5?
Yeah, 5. That's a lot.
So they lost what? 1 to the Celtics.
They beat the Celtics twice.
So their 3 losses was 1 the Pistons, 1 the Celtics, and 1 like another team.
They lost to the Sixers.
The
Sixers.
Sixers, yeah.
Like every team that they lost to was like an all-time legendary team.
Yeah.
Which is why Magic don't get the credit he should get.
Yeah.
Again, Magic is definitely probably the second best player ever. The guy played in 12 years, right? He goes to 9 finals in 12 years. And every team he played the Celtics 3 times, the Pistons 3 times. The only guy he couldn't beat was Jordan. Every team he played was like ridiculously legendary.
Yeah, that is a good point. He played against some fucking nasty teams.
Like everybody wants to play, like, because the whole thing that pisses me off is when they talk about the Jordan stuff, they're like, oh, well, he didn't play any competition. That's a complete lie.
Oh, yeah.
And they all playing against all these great teams. If you want to talk about competition, you go through what Magic played.
Yeah. So earlier, listening to the Sports Hub, Nikos, I don't know if you caught this. I don't know if you might have been on the phone, but so Felger was talking about how the Bulls weren't memorable because they never had a good series, and he was going through and he was like, Knicks in 4, Cavs in 3, fucking, whatever, Utah in 6, and then he'd be like, all right, this year it's Knicks in 3, fucking Detroit in 6. You know what? Like he was like his big thing was they never went to a 7-game series. They never had a great series. They never grinded it out. And I'm sitting there, and they didn't say this on the show, but I'm sitting there and thinking like, well, couldn't you just make the argument that's because they were just better? You know what I mean? Like if you never went to a 7-game series, it's because you were better than the other team.
He's a natural asshole, but he said this before. I think the other two, because I know Matt loves Jordan.
Yeah,
and I think Murray does too. But they were like, I think they played in 2-game 7s. I remember because especially the last 2 years, they used to have parties at my uncle's house because he was going to jail at the end of he had a sentence done. And he was having these big parties, but they're going to show it at the end. The last year, they had they were going to lose to the Pacers. The Pacers were up 17 in the game 7. Like the Pacers had a really good team, and that was like a sloppy game. And then even the Jazz, the Jazz were favored to beat them both times.
Right.
And they played them like they weren't like people like because that's a lot of games they played. Like and those like he was 33, 34, 35. He wasn't like young Mike. I mean the gambling and the liquor started taking toll. You could tell.
Yeah, yeah.
But he like those weren't like so. People look back and they go like I mean maybe I remember it better just because I was like drilled. Like my uncles are from Chicago. Like they were like drilling me on this. Like they were like, this is what you do. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about school or anything, church. You're watching this guy. But they were like people were nervous. Like the Jazz were really fucking good.
Yeah. No, they were.
And those conference, like the Pacers were really good. The Knicks were really good. But
yeah.
Well, that last three-peat is just crazy because they win 72 games, then they win 69 games the next year, and then they win a lousy 60 the next year.
Right.
That's like I don't know what's that like 200 something wins in 3 years and like 40 losses. Like that's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Well, so like to go against Felger's argument there too, when they won, I think it was do you know what year they beat the Lakers in the finals? The Pistons.
They beat them in well they swept them in 89.
Yeah, so that 89 year, they went sweep, played to 7 against the Bulls, sweep.
Yeah.
So they grinded out 1.
Right.
This all-time team.
Right.
No, usually in basketball, like the games, not every series is going to go 7 games when you have a good team.
No, but that's what I mean. It's like just because they didn't have to grind out to 7 every time.
Right. No, exactly.
Doesn't mean they were good.
Everybody says this because they go, oh, in 2008, the Celtics won 7 games with the Hawks and the fucking Cavs. Yeah, because they weren't playing good.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I was saying is like using that as an argument is bullshit. Saying that a team wasn't good or you don't like them because they never went to a 7-game series and they didn't make things entertaining. That fuck you then. Like They're
No,
just a,
you
they're
know
just a
what it
good
is?
team.
It's because he was a Bucks fan and he was living in Milwaukee,
Yeah.
and they were
Yeah.
just getting pounded out by Jordan, and they were getting pounded out by the Pistons and the Bulls.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of like, whatever.
He's
Like, I
just
don't blame
salty.
him. Like,
Yeah, but you hear that argument sometimes too, and it's like maybe the team is just that much better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sure, in the 80s, yeah, okay, so the Sixers had to grind everything out. And
yeah, but here's the thing. It's not like they swept like there were series where they were 0-2 against the Nets, then they won the next 4. They were 0-2 against the Pacers, they won the next 4. They were 1-1 in Utah. They were down 1-2 in Utah. Like they came back. Like they weren't just like they lost the first game against the Lakers, then they won the next 4.
Right.
But it wasn't like they weren't like they played from behind. Like the guy's just nuts.
Yeah.
He like literally would refuse to lose.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know what you can say.
Yeah. I don't know. So the one thing I do also want to fucking pull up to is I think she said something else about the kicker for the Patriots.
Yeah,
so before we get into that, one of my buddies, actually loyal listener to the show, shout out to Sexy Chris, sent me this thing the other day, and it's a screenshot of a tweet from Jamel Hill. So
Oh God!
I want to get your reaction on this.
I don't know what this is either.
So I'm going to read you a screenshot of the tweet on April 27th.
2 days ago?
So yeah. A couple days ago.
Yeah, today's the 29th.
Yeah.
I actually work today, so I know what the date is.
So we got earlier today, I went to the store, and as I was walking in, a white man held the door open. I asked him if he thought holding the door open for a black woman made up for centuries of his ancestors making sure black women had no doors or avenues to success. He was stunned silent. Hold on, there's a second part to it.
Why didn't you just say thank you?
The fact that the white man thought one act of kindness could undo centuries of oppression and slavery speaks volumes to how white people think. Attention, white people. And now these are all caps with a clapping hands emoji in between each word. Acting like you're not racist makes you more racist.
Wait a minute. So this guy held the door open?
He held the door for her. Yeah.
Why didn't you just say thank you?
Well,
Because saying thank you is too easy.
He's lucky I wasn't the one near the door.
Well, you're black, so she wouldn't have called you out.
This is what I mean. This is why we can't have nice things. This is exactly the stuff I talk about all the time.
But like, holy fucking shit, dude.
well, dude, honestly, trying to erase like centuries of bad decisions by my ancestors is really the only reason why I do anything.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's not because someone said,
Yeah.
hey, if someone's walking behind you, hold the door for them.
Yeah,
Say thank you.
right.
Like, tip your bartender. Like,
But this is what like I would get into arguments with people when they because like whatever I could say whatever I want. These all these black people, all my black brothers and sisters out there, okay? The Trump hates us. I'm going to give everyone a news flash. If you haven't looked at the history of the world, everyone hates black people. Everybody has always hated black people. It's not going to change anytime soon, so just deal with it. Who gives a fuck? I'm dead serious. Like, whatever. Like, who cares? Like, I don't know what more to tell you. Everyone's like, oh, Donald Trump hates black people. So doesn't your senator and your governor and your mayor and whoever, your grandmother, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't know what to tell everybody. Whatever.
Oh, that's fucking great.
I'll tell you what, Jamel Hill don't help the cause.
No, she does
you
not.
can't say dumb shit like that. I mean,
Dude, if that were me and I held the door open for someone And if because in my world I'm just holding the door open for someone.
No. You're undoing everything that's ever happened ever.
But now I have to be more specific about this because of the world that she lives in. If I were to hold the door open for a black woman and she came at me and said that to me, I'd shut the door on her. I'd be like, all right, cool. I'm just closing the door now and you can go fuck yourself. Because all I'm trying to do is just be a nice person.
I take her wallet and her credit card. But listen, like if Jewish, if I held the door for somebody Jewish, right, and they were like, "Oh my God, you think it's going to fix the Holocaust?" I'd be like, "If you want, I can take you home and I can give you a shower at my house. I can give you a gas shower if you want." Like, why would you even say that?
Right. Like, why does that even need to be brought up? Like, and that's not even. So there's so many things that infuriate me with that. One, why tweet about it? Two, that's not even like the avenue to go down in that situation. Like because the whole thing is like, I would have thought that it would be like a woman being like, well, a man doesn't need to hold the door open for me. I'm a woman. I can do whatever I want. And that's like that's also infuriating, but like that at least makes a little bit more sense. At least I can connect the dots on that one and understand how that person came to their like decision, whatever. But like a white dude holding the door open for a black lady and the black lady accuses him of trying to use that as a way as like to fix slavery. What? I can't even like, there is no amount of fucking weed that I can smoke or drugs that I can do that would get me to a point where that would make sense or I could connect those dots.
I'm just glad.
I would try, but I don't think I would be either.
I'd be willing to try. Yeah, absolutely.
Try anything twice, right?
I mean, she just says she's like the Rush Limbaugh of black people. I would trade her in the racial draft.
I don't think anyone would take her.
Depends on what the return is. It's all about value.
Yeah.
I mean, Colin Powell got traded.
She always says ridiculous stuff. Like it's like, and then like she'll be like, "Oh, like no one listens to me because I'm a woman," and it's like, oh God! Like
it's like no one listens to you because you're fucking annoying. You don't have anything good to say, and then when you open your mouth, it's that. It's
right.
You tweeting about how you fixed the situation. She's right. She's fixing the world. Tweeting about this scenario that she was in.
Honestly, you know what that guy should have said? That white guy should have been like, funny, because I'm Jewish. and would have had like the Oppression Olympics on
So, not the same, but kind of on the same idea. Yesterday, Josina Anderson tweeted, and all it says, it's not prompted by anything, it's not a reply. Meanwhile, have the Patriots called Cam Newton yet? Just asking, not really.
Well, Josina Anderson is Spanish.
But
which brings me to another thing, is when Spanish people want to be black when it's cool, but then when it ain't cool, they're Spanish all of a sudden. I love that, too. When we're on the topic.
Oh God!
But the way I'm reading that is, I just feel like it's not. It's a tweet used to just stir up shit because and the way it reads almost implies it's like, oh, they're not calling Cam Newton because he's black. It's like he's getting blackballed. It's like, no, motherfuckers. Let me
Can you do math?
Let me do some more simple math. I did this math last time on the show with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So the Patriots currently have 1.6 units available.
Yes.
Cam Newton should command probably should command like maybe 20.
Yeah.
A low ball-ish would be like 12, 15, 12.
15, 12 is him playing for a huge
discount. So let's just even say that for some reason he decides he wants to play for 6 because he's going to be the good guy. He's going to play for Belichick. He's going to learn. He's going to suck it up, and he's going to cash in on the next deal.
Yeah, he's going to cut his value in by 3 quarters.
1.6 units does not buy 6 units.
No.
It's fucking math.
I don't get
They have
Like,
1.6 million available,
Regardless of
under the cap.
The guy could be fucking purple for all I know. Like, it doesn't, like,
Yeah.
race, ability, fit, scheme, none of it matters because the math doesn't work.
Right.
I mean, he just, you know what it is? It's just because people always say that Boston's just racist.
Right.
Yeah.
Which actually, I don't understand this. So they're like, yeah, Boston's the most racist place. You got people from Mississippi saying, yeah, you guys are fucking racist. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I never really understood that either.
You know what it is? It's just people are dickheads.
No, yeah, people are fucking pieces of shit, and they're assholes.
Yeah, I would say so. Racial fueled things have happened here,
Yeah,
but they've happened everywhere.
right.
I mean, I think in cross burning we're pretty low. I'll just say that. With and cross burning, I think we're pretty low.
Yeah.
Can I get a coronavirus style tracker on cross burning and lynchings?
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Like, people on Twitter will be like, "Oh man, like you're just saying that because like you're from Boston," and I'm like, it will be like Jackson, Mississippi, tweeted from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Where what is it? Mississippi lynching still isn't illegal.
Yeah, just got turned into a federal crime
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, me.
But while we were on the topic of bad quarterbacks, I had a little question. What are your top 5 worst quarterbacks of all time that you've seen?
Shit.
All right, so
There's been a lot of bad ones.
I mean, we know what my number one is. So
Sexy Rex Grossman.
I don't even want to provoke. It's like the Candy Man. I don't even want to say his name. We have John Kittner.
Yeah.
Matt Cass. Chris Winkie.
Oh, you sucked.
Yeah.
And my personal favorite is Dan Orlovsky.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is now a head anchor on a major ESPN network. So.
Right.
All right. I think I'm gonna try to go with 5 that don't include that. So that was Winky, Orlovsky, Kitna,
Grossman.
Big Rex.
Who was your 5th one?
Matt Castle.
Matt Castle. Okay. So Jamarcus Russell. Curtis Painter.
The Painter.
Sage Rosenfels.
God.
Oh, yeah, he was bad.
Joey Harrington. David Carr.
Joey Harrington, very bad.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can get 5. That's
5 that
also-
hasn't been said.
That hasn't been
The
said
funny-
yet.
Funny thing is, 3 of these players are Lions.
Shit. Let me see. I was actually going to go with Jamarcus Russell too as one of them, but now I can't.
You know Jamarcus
Mark Sanchez?
Okay. Since 2007, Jamarcus Russell is the 5th best quarterback against the spread.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Sanchez had a couple of good, like, you know what I mean? He like
Yeah, but he had one really good year. They beat the Pats in the playoffs, but that butt fumble just completely destroyed his career.
the only thing worse than the is when Orlovsky.
Tyler Thigpen.
Tyler Thigpen of the Kansas City and Miami.
Trying to think some other shitty fucking quarterbacks.
Theo Lemon.
Drew Stanton. So that's 3.
Bruce Gradkowski.
Toledo. Ooh, the guy he replaced was pretty bad. Do you know? He's also an anchor on whatever the fuck show. Chris Sims.
Chris Sims. He was fucking awful. That's 4. I'm trying to think of like a really good one. Someone out there is screaming at their fucking radio.
I got another one, and I'll make an argument. And the only reason I didn't pick him is because he didn't actually play to suck. He just never played. Gino Carmazzi.
Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel. That's my 5th one.
Ryan Leaf was terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ryan Leaf sucked.
I mean, honestly, we could have just picked 5 of the last, 5 quarterbacks on the Browns.
Yeah.
Oh, look at I didn't get to mention Mitch Trubisky.
The honorable mention.
Honorable mention. No, it's so easy to find so many bad ones. Like Achilles Smith, he sucked.
Yeah. Kevin O'Connell.
He never played though. He was like a third-round pick that never played.
Listen, the only Kevin O'Connell I know is the kid robbing liquor stores on rollerblades.
Yep. Knocked off like 10 of them, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Went to the same 10 times.
Yeah.
Just fucking went to peas 10 times.
So do you want to get into the bullshit with the kicker?
I mean, briefly. I don't want to spend like all day on it.
All right.
So the big thing with the Pats kicker, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. He hasn't
Rohrhauser.
Doogie Howser. So he has a tattoo on his forearm of the 3 percenters, which should only be a group that defends the right to bear arms.
They're guns right activists.
So no matter what happens in this world, the one thing they care about is their right to bear arms.
Yes.
And Second Amendment on the Constitution?
Yep. They're pro 2A.
So that's what they are.
Yep.
And it's being morphed into it's a white supremacy group. And it's an anti-government group. And I don't know, Klansmen, I guess. I mean, like while we're making outlandish claims.
Yeah. I mean, and so while I said this to you earlier, while I don't doubt that there are potentially some members of this group that are racist and that are also members of the Klan and are also whatever, that doesn't make the group in and of itself a racist thing. Their thing is to protect the rights to bear arms. They also they're not an anti-government thing. They're not anarchists. Like they're not running around promoting anarchy saying we need to abolish government. Like they don't like the government taking away their guns. That's what they stand for. They're not anti-government.
It's not a big issue at all. Like just tell them to cover it up. Honestly, the kid could play with a white sheet on his head. If he makes field goals and doesn't miss extra points in the Super Bowl, I don't care.
And I think that's what people who actually watch sports are kind of saying.
Yeah.
It's like...
I don't give a fuck.
I don't care about his tattoos. Can he kick?
He is a fucking unit, though.
Can he kick?
That's 6'3", 230 pounds. He's a fucking unit.
But can he kick off further than Jake Bailey?
I don't know.
Probably.
But like, also, like, who gives a fuck? Like, why do people care about this kid's tattoo? He's what, 22? So he got it at younger.
He said he was 19 when he got it.
Cool. You know, I was dumb as fuck when I was 19. I'm still not that smart. But like, how many 19-year-olds do you know that make good decisions?
Every 19 or younger, or I guess you're only 18 if you. Well, I know people who are younger get tattoos, but any kid that comes and talks about tattoo ideas, they're all terrible. Yeah. Every tattoo idea is god awful.
Yeah.
Every single one.
That's what happens. You're 18, 19 years old. You don't know fucking shit.
He might have been sitting there going, 3%ers, that's pretty cool. Like, I kind of like guns. Like,
or, hey, he said both of his brothers were in the military, and that's why. Also, if we're being honest, it's a pretty cool fucking design. It's just, it's the Roman numeral for 3 surrounded by a circle of stars. It's a pretty dope fucking
it's not bad.
symbol.
No, it's not bad. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like the people who are influencing him have a military background.
Yeah, they like guns.
He's 19. He doesn't fucking know what it is. And I actually believe him when he says, he goes, I didn't really think about it, what it meant or what it, stood for.
Yeah.
The thing I don't like, and again, if it's his personal preference, fine.
Yeah.
Do it. But he strikes me as a tattoo guy. He says he's going to get it removed.
Yeah.
Like, why?
He'll probably just get it covered up.
Well, he said covered up, and then he retracted and said removed.
I know, but he's probably doing that for the PR.
But we'll be able to know because
it's not if he just wears sleeves.
Is he always going to wear sleeves?
Where's the tattoo?
It's on his left forearm.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see it.
I literally don't even care.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That's all everyone's been talking
You know what
about.
that's everyone's talking about like it's a big deal and it's not. It's a tattoo. I mean,
Right. Who gives a
people
fuck?
do dumb shit when they're 19.
It's the same thing as like, fuck, who was the guy? I want to say he played for the Angels or he just got drafted by the Angels a couple years or the Diamondbacks. And they went back. He was like probably 22, 23 years old, got drafted in the MLB, a top 15 pick, I think. Someone went back into his tweets and found a bunch of tweets that he sent out when he was 14 or 15 that was like he called someone a fag. I think he used the N-word in one of them.
No. That's my man Josh Hader on the Brewers, the relief pitcher.
Okay, yeah, but when this kid got drafted at 22, 23, people pulled up old tweets from when he was
14.
fucking 14 years
14
old.
years old.
And they were raking him over the coals for it. Go fuck yourself. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if people had my search history when I was 14 years old, well, like, I mean, that would be bad.
yeah, like, Jesus Christ, these fucking people, man. It's like, I don't know. Like, they think that they've never done anything wrong. They think like, oh yeah, as if you weren't 14 years old and had a Twitter, you never would have tweeted anything fucking stupid, right? You fucking piece of shit.
Well, no, they're all perfect.
Well, it's the same idea with this kid, though. He's 18, 19 years old. Two of his brothers are in the military. It's a cool looking tattoo. One of his brothers might have it. He might be Pro 2A. And he's like, that's really cool. I want to get that. Cool. Now he has it. Like, it also, like, I have a fucking cross tattooed on my chest. I am not Catholic at all. Like, I was raised Catholic. I couldn't tell you the last fucking time I went to church that wasn't a wedding or a funeral. Like, probably a decade ago, if not more. Like, like, just to go to a mass. Like, yet I have a tattoo of a cross on my body.
Also, tattoos fly in the face of the Catholic religion.
Yeah. It's like, go fuck yourself.
So
the kid had a fucking tattoo.
All those religious tattoos out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cannot judge tattoos.
No.
Like, unless it blatantly is like, you know, the SWAT sticker.
Yeah.
There's no fucking interpretation there.
Right.
We know what that is.
Right.
But
Right.
like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. I was probably 17. I decided on my 18th birthday I'm getting a tattoo. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then it was on me to figure it out from there. And I can't even remember the ideas I had. I'm sure none of them were any good.
Nope.
And then when my brother died, then it made it easy. I
Right.
knew what I was getting at that point.
Right.
But like I said, I'm gonna get one, and it was probably something really, really dumb, and probably in a really, really dumb place too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was 18, I think one of the tattoos I wanted was Veni Vini Vici tattooed across my biceps.
That's horrible.
That was terrible.
Right.
That was the stupidest fucking thing ever.
So
Think of the pussy you could have got with that.
I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Did you think about how 3 words were gonna fit on two biceps?
No, of course not.
Because that's my first
But
thought.
someone, I think Damien, just got a bicep tattoo. And I was like, dude, that's sick. I want one. And I was
There's
like,
only one Damon.
yeah. I mean, he's covered now, and I'm still friends with him. But
He told me he was going to take the ring off my finger. I just died laughing. Topic for another day.
yeah. So, but I just remember I'm pretty sure he got one, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, dude, that looks sick. I want one, and that was what I thought of at 18 years old.
I still love that it's a 3-word tattoo that's supposed to be split
Yeah.
on 2 biceps.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, fucking, like,
That's awesome.
Stupid.
That's
just
so good.
Stupid. It's dumb. So, fuck anyone that's trying to give him a hard time. And then people are like, "Oh, he shouldn't." Again, here we go with the fucking cancel culture bullshit. But it's like, well, I can't believe he even got drafted. He shouldn't even be allowed to play. What? Because he has a fucking tattoo on his arm?
No.
Is he running around going to white supremacy marches and having fucking KKK meetings? Like, if that's the case, then all right, maybe I'll listen to your argument.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, let's keep him out.
But yeah.
No,
But
I
like,
wouldn't even care.
but I'm also a big believer in, well, fuck you, don't watch the games then. Like, if you're a Pats fan and you're genuinely upset that they drafted this guy because of a tattoo that he has in his forearm, don't watch the games.
Yeah.
I hope
Don't buy
I hope they bring
tickets.
Kaepernick. I hope they bring in Kaepernick for $1 million now, just to piss people off.
And what it really comes down to, because nationwide people are, Patriots,
Yeah.
because we're racist up here.
Yeah.
When you have the Pats minus 3.5 and they're down by 2, the only thing that matters is will he hit the kick
Yes. Yep.
or plus 3.5.
Yeah. Either way.
I did the math all fucked up. Will he hit the kick? That's the point.
Yeah.
Math's all fucked up. Don't that math sucked.
The kicker. We're giving the kicker way too much time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Punter, on the other hand.
No, the puncher's a fucking unit. So the last thing I got before we go into final thoughts here is that we got some big news that came out the other day, and I'm willing to bet neither of you heard of it.
Most likely.
So the Pentagon came out yesterday
Oh,
or
there's aliens.
the day before.
There's aliens.
Yeah, and they confirmed that there have been aliens recorded in video. So the big thing that happened was there was a video that came out, I think it was 2017.
Have you seen it? Because it's all on Black Twitter.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it. I've watched it. So the guy, funny story, the guy that recorded it or had something to do or owned the recording, whatever, was on Joe Rogan a few months ago and talked about it, whatever. So this footage from 2017 was confirmed by the Pentagon to be real, and that also it is an unidentified alien aircraft that they don't know like where it came from, and then it just disappears. So the US government confirmed that there are aliens, and no one is talking about it. Because everyone's fucking wrapped up in the coronavirus.
You know what? I did see some allusion to this, like a UFO. I'm pulling up a couple pictures right now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's all the
Oh,
same
the
picture.
video, like, because you can hear the guy that's recording it, and he's like, "Oh my god, look at this!"
Yeah.
And he's like, "What?"
So if I remember correctly from the podcast that Rogan had before, this was off the coast of California, like the San Diego area. They were the planes that were out were doing like routine trainings or whatever, and they're flying out of San Diego. I'm assuming Coronado over there, and they came across that thing in the sky, the alien, and they recorded it. They were doing it, whatever, and then this guy gets back. He either gets back to the base or he gets on the radio and calls the base and goes, "Hey, what the fuck is up with this? Like, what was that?" And the guys at the base go, "Yeah, we've known about that. We've been seeing them for like a month now."
Oh no, I'm really into.
And they didn't tell anybody.
Wait, did you say it disappears?
Yeah.
Fuck, I need a better video then.
Well, like it so it stops in the air and like just completely stops.
Yeah, it stopped and then
And
it
like,
tilts
turns
too, I
around
think.
And like it's going so fast the camera can't. The guy has to like scroll like 2 miles. It's going like 20,000 miles an hour. and he has to
Mach 20.
It's like ridiculous how fast it's going. It looks like a little tiny dot, and he finally gets like the tracker on it, and he stops going nuts. He's like, I got it.
Yeah. So it's wild
okay, so
too.
it's spinning right now.
Because you also have to so at one point when it moves, the camera is tough. Like everything, the screen starts moving and shit. But it's like the plane's probably going, I don't know, 1,500 miles an hour, and it goes in a straight line. Like a fighter jet doesn't just sit still. It's not a helicopter. Like, so that thing's moving. And then the thing that's the alien, the UFO thing is just fucking zipping. And it's disappearing and it's reappearing. And he's like telling the story during the podcast that like it was above them and then it was below them. And it looked like a little pill thing. He called it the pill. It was fucking, because it looked like a Tic Tac. It's fucking, it's crazy. The Oxy.
No, but listen, I'm really into all that. I love the Ancient Alien show.
Oh, I love that.
You know, the perfect example is there's no way these Egyptian motherfuckers were moving 4,000-pound rocks by themselves.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, yeah, the
And getting
Jews did it, right?
And getting it perfectly symmetrical.
yeah.
They had some sort of thing going on. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. It's certainly plausible.
These people couldn't make a telephone, but they can move 4,000-pound rocks.
Yeah.
900 feet in the air.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. Also, part of me is like, anyone that thinks that aliens don't exist is just a fucking asshole. Like, to think that, like, to stop and think about how big the universe actually is, like, comparatively, and then to think that we're the only things in the world that are alive.
There was a guy on
Go
on
fuck
Twitter,
yourself.
like he had a picture, right? Like aliens in a spacecraft, and he was like, obviously there's life out there. He's like, we're just the Flint, Michigan of the universe. He's like, no one's coming by here to help us. 100% right.
Oh God. That's
Like,
awesome.
like they're talking like the other people, like they go to other places and they're like, oh yeah, what's happening over there? Like the big blue plant. They're like, nah, man, you don't want to go over there.
Nah. You don't want to fuck with them.
They don't even have technology yet. They still can't even fly in the air and shit.
Yeah, they're still dealing with a virus taking them over.
They're still getting mad at tattoos. Oh man, but yeah, I just thought that was really cool that the U.S. government actually came out and confirmed that aliens are real.
Well, they did what John Henry usually does when he fires people. Like, you just do it on a Friday right before the
News dump.
Friday at 4:00.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like after didn't they do something during the Pats Super Bowl win or after the AFC Championship or something? They announced it.
Kowski.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, when did they fight? Did they fire him like during a playoff game or something?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, Dombrowski.
Yeah, it was like the AFC Championship or whatever.
Yeah, and like during the celebration, they announced they fired him. It was like fucking midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent out a tweet that were like, "Congratulations, New England Patriots," and by the way, Dave Dombrowski, do not report to work tomorrow.
Oh man. Well, that's fucking great. That's good stuff. But yeah, so let's start wrapping this bitch up.
Cool.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a top 5 question again to end it, if that works.
That works.
So I just had your top 5 most disappointing sports moments and your top 5 best sports moments, just because all we can watch is old shit right now.
Yeah.
So I had, for the most disappointing, when Shaq left LA, I was heartbroken. When they lost to the Pistons and he left, that was crushing. I was at the Fleet Center in '96 watching Michael. I got the chicken pox right before the game, and I tried to tough it out, and I couldn't go to the fourth quarter. It was a terrible memory. Obviously, 2007. That's enough said.
Yeah.
Aaron Boone's home run was absolutely crushing.
Yep.
And well, actually, I could put Kobe dying, but we won't get that morbid. Kobe tearing his Achilles against the Warriors in the 80th game of the season.
Yeah.
In 2010.
So I need the worst 5 and the best 5. I would say, if I start with the worst, the 03 Red Sox losing to Aaron Boone. Aaron bleeping Boone.
That was tough.
That was tough. I mean, it made it a little bit better because they won it the next year, but obviously no one knew that at the time. So I got the 03 Sox. That game's actually on today, I think. They played it today.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious. They were talking.
I won't be watching that.
They were talking about it on the radio when I went to go get ice cream. The 07 Pats. That's, losing going 18-1. That was pretty fucking shitty. Trying to think I might just go 3-3 because I don't have them ready.
We did something similar.
13 Bruins.
Yep.
The 2013 Bruins is probably the worst.
Oh, the Blackhawks.
Yeah, that Blackhawks series. Then, so the top 3, I would say, is the 11 Bruins. That was probably my favorite championship out of all of them, like in the city. Just for me personally, like I was a good age. I think I was 21 at the time or 20. I was at the parade. I was fucking shit faced. Like it was just a good time. So
For sure got arrested at that parade.
And then I would say Tiger winning the Masters this past year or last year, 2019. And I would put... I'll go with the Falcons Super Bowl. I like that one.
Yeah, me and you have actually done this before.
Yeah.
Best moment in Boston sports history.
I had the Falcons Super Bowl, the Cubs winning the World Series, Kobe's 81. I had Mike's last shot as a bull, and then I was actually at the 99 home run derby in Fenway
Oh, yeah.
when they did, and they brought all the players out for the bicentennial shit, and they had Ted Williams dying in the golf cart going on.
They had the ghost of Ted Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, and he got frozen. Shit. What about you, Dad? What's your most disgusting memories?
So I'm going to try not to piggyback on anything because obviously 07 is like the worst.
Yeah.
So on that note, I would actually put 11 because it happened again.
Yeah.
It's like I was sitting in the fucking dorm room like, you have got to fucking be kidding me.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen again?
Well, when you start the game with a safety,
No, and I know in the past defense was 31st in the league. Like they shouldn't have won that game,
Right.
but to have it go down almost the same
they
way.
even have been in the because the idiot on Baltimore can't.
Cundiff.
Yeah. Little Billy Cundiff.
No, but
Lee Evans dropped the ball in the end zone.
Sterling Moore knocked it out of his hands. Great
Yeah.
defensive play.
Yeah.
So I was either going to say that or the Brandon Graham forced fumble. It's like, fuck. I thought they were going to be able to do it. Anyway, 13 Stanley Cup. I know that's a repeat, but I wrote it down. Game 7 last year for the Bruins.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. That
Gotta
was
be
pretty
fucking
bad.
kidding me.
Oh, what about? See, remember? I'm not a big hockey fan, but the 2008 Bruins, that one sucked because they were really good.
That was when they lost to Montreal in 7, right?
No, to Carolina, the Hurricanes.
Oh, yeah. I think 04 do they lose all the fucking time?
Yeah.
They fucking always lose.
Yeah.
No, but that team was like, it might have been 07, 08. It was when we were seniors. That team was good.
That might have been Carolina.
And they lost to Carolina. They lost to the Stahl brother. What's his name? Eric
Yeah.
Stahl or whatever.
Eric, yeah.
Eric. Yeah.
And Cam Ward,
Yeah.
maybe. That might have been 06. No, they definitely lost to the Hurricanes in 08. That happened. Justin Williams.
Yeah.
Well, so keeping that trend, so my first 3 are all Bruins.
Yeah.
The 2010 semis against the Flyers when they were up 3-0 in the series.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Lost the next 3, went up 3-0 in the game,
Yep.
and lost the game.
Yep.
Oh, who was that guy? Scott Hartnell with the hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, you gotta be kidding me. They blew a 3-0 lead in the series and a 3-0 lead in game 7.
Yep.
But what are you gonna do there? Last, Tiger Woods hitting the flagstick at the 2013 Masters. He was within 2 of the lead. He hits the flagstick on an approach. The ball spins back off the green and into the water. He goes back, takes his drop. I forget what he made on the hole, maybe a bogey or something. So he finished that round, and he was like right there. Right fucking there. They go back and video review, and they find out he didn't drop it in the right place.
Oh, God.
So they hit him with
Because he fired Stevie Williams.
So so they hit him with a 2-stroke penalty. He doesn't have it's just too far for him to come back from, and then everything basically went to shit after that. The back surgeries, the losing,
Right.
all that crap. That fucking sucked because he was playing phenomenal that year.
Yeah.
I think he had 3 wins before the Masters that year, and he never plays.
Yeah.
He was
Actually, an honorable mention could be, which I forgot, in 2005 Denver going for a three-peat.
Yeah.
And you play
the Champ Bailey game.
Yeah, you
Losing
play
to
like a
Jake
complete-
Plummer.
you play like complete shit.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, the best, the 04 ALCS was incredible. That was insane. To come back
Yeah.
from 3-0, and that was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 49, that was the Seahawks.
Yep.
I wrote the Masters down. I know you said that one already.
Yeah. Last year's Masters.
Hey, what about crab legs?
I'm not done yet. I was gonna say, so the 2013 national title game.
Yep.
When FSU came back to beat Auburn, that I think I even said it when we did our 5 best moments of like the last decade or whatever. I think that's still my number one, better than
Yeah.
anything the Patriots have done, Tiger and Bruins, whatever.
Yeah.
that was incredible. And obviously,
Lee Pappas put $100K on that game.
well, it's like, the other thing too is like I have people being dicks the whole time. It's like non-Auburn fans telling me how good Auburn is. It's like, get away from me. You guys are fucking annoying as shit.
Yeah.
And you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. It's like, oh, Trey Mason. I'm like, yeah, Trey Mason carried the ball 42 times.
Dust smells on.
Yeah.
Last, Game 7, 2013 Bruins against the Maple Leafs.
Oh yeah.
That game was sick.
That was a fucking.
That game was
nasty.
incredible.
That was
The
nasty.
Jim Murray game.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What you got a final thought?
Yeah.
What do you got? Flip back the page.
So we watched the Peanut Butter Falcon the other day.
We did.
And Peanut Butter Falcon is what? Holes like 20 years later or something?
Yeah, something like that.
No, Shia LaBeouf's in it. And it's an interesting movie because the supporting actor has Down syndrome, like in real life and in acting.
Right.
So you think it's gonna be like one of those like weird things. It was actually pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
Is it the kid from Breaking Bad?
Who?
The kid from Breaking Bad? Is that who the actor is?
I don't think so. I think this is really the only thing.
I think this is his first movie.
Yeah, I think it's really the only thing he's done. And actually, so he was the kid in the movie, but he's like 30 in real life or something. Like he's old. He's older.
Yeah.
But they end up it's actually like it. So I think it's not only a good movie, but they also find a way to mix in the humor the right way.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes it's the shit he does, sometimes it's at his expense, but like it's a good movie. Like it's a movie recommendation. I'm doing a movie recommendation.
Yeah.
So I recommend people do watch it.
So should I pause the Vampire Diaries to watch this movie?
Never pause Vampire Diaries.
Okay.
But no, it's like one of those things. Like everyone has time and no one's doing anything. It's actually really good, and it is different because it's not like a pure comedy, but it's not like the most actiony thing in the world.
Right.
Surprising, real surprising. Because if you were to tell me it's like, oh, it's a movie with Shia LaBeouf and the kid with Down syndrome,
Yeah.
so it's one person acting, but like,
Yeah.
Matt Jarmo would love it. Matt Jarmo loves Shia LaBeouf. That's his.
does he still? Sup,
Oh,
Matt?
yeah, he loves it.
I like Shia LaBeouf too. I think he's a great actor. I think he's
You gotta get.
he's
you gotta
kind of a
get
dog
Matt
shit person, but he's a great
You gotta
actor.
get Jarmo on you.
I know.
He listens.
Yeah, Matt listens. He's still a loyal listener. I mean, once this quarantine bullshit is over, we'll have to have him down. So
Yeah, we gotta go out with the Knicks guy and all these guys.
Kyle.
So I got one for you. So I didn't know you were also going to do a ranking thing, but mine's a ranking thing.
Oh, thank God, because I was gonna do like an option thing. I'm like,
Yeah,
thank God.
So this is actually inspired by a tweet from you the other day. So that being said, What
For me?
what are your top 3 sports jerseys of all time?
Oh wow.
I'll go first because I already had it locked and loaded and ready. So the black alternate Bulls jerseys
Yeah.
are my number 1. Those are my favorite.
Okay.
Those are orgasmic.
Then
I'm looking at one right now on my wall.
Well, so Jimo has the 91
yeah.
in the black. That jersey's fucking sick.
Yeah. So then I would go the old Tampa Bay creamsicles,
The orange.
the orange. I like those jerseys. Well,
Nikos is getting one. He's gonna get a Brady one just to wear it
Yeah.
around.
I'm getting
and-
one just to piss people off.
And then, so my third was super hard for me to pick. I put it as a tie, but because it's a football jersey, and I didn't want to go 1 NBA and 2 NFL. So it's between the red Pats jerseys from the 80s or the Yankees jerseys. That's like a dead heat tie for me.
Are you allowed to say that?
I don't know.
mad.
I mean, I just did. So let the hate rain down.
Just amazing how it's never changed either.
Yeah,
Never.
I love the pinstripe jersey. Like it's just
Can you imagine?
it's just a nice fucking jersey.
Can you just
I like the jersey.
Think about being a team in the very, very, very early days of the MLB, coming up with a jersey and getting it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild,
Yeah.
wild.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna put the Bulls black on there. That's a whole different level. That's by far the best one.
Yeah. Yeah, that red and black goes together so well.
You know who has a beautiful jersey? The Blackhawks.
Yeah.
They do.
I like the
Well, I'd
Blackhawks jerseys, yeah.
I'd put the Blackhawks with the whatever. Can I say Indian? I don't care. Whatever. The Indian mascot or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
Um,
You're black, so
gotta-
you have more intersectional points than us, so you can say whatever you want.
Listen, I'm a Cherokee Indian too. I don't give a fuck. I know. I mean, someone who legitimately sells jerseys. I'm having a tough time thinking right now. Fuck. Actually, Dad, you go. You go, and I'll go third. I can't think.
Hoping you weren't going to say that. I love Alabama's jerseys, and there's nothing to them.
Yeah.
Nothing to
They're
them,
very simple.
and I do like those.
I like it too, yeah. Those are up there.
Then the old school Charlotte Hornets, like mid 90s.
Oh, Grandmama.
Yep,
Larry
Yeah.
Johnson?
exactly.
Yeah.
And I will even go. I'm trying to think on the fly. Obviously.
Like, there's other ones that like those are like the Celtics and stuff. They're just traditional. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm trying to think of like something like out of the.
I'm trying to think of an alternate because I went Alabama the first time. It's like there's nothing about
Right.
Alabama's jerseys
Right.
that makes you go whatever, but it's like I just really like them.
Solid honorable mention for me is the Dallas Stars. I love that green.
They're black. They're when they go black.
Yeah,
it's
the black
sick.
ones are sick too.
When they go black, it's fucking
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah.
Because generally, like the basketball ones get creative.
Yeah.
Like the We Believe Warriors, like the mid 2000 Warriors, but the all navy with the warrior with the hammer.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, with what's his name? Jason Richardson.
Yeah, Jason Baron Davis, Jason Richardson.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a football one.
I'm cheating.
I really like the Drew Blues and the white ones, the Terry Glenn ones.
Yeah. The white.
There's
Pass.
gonna be something missing here. Oh, you know what? The gold and red, the mid 90s, the 49ers.
Yeah. Those are nice.
I've actually pretty much always liked their jerseys.
Yeah.
The Garrison Hurst ones.
Yep.
Oh, I got my last one.
What do you got?
Mighty Ducks.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then if we're going most disgusting ones, it's the Seahawks lime green,
Yep.
the Steelers jail ones.
Oh, those are
Yeah,
terrible.
the bumblebees.
Yeah, and then might be maybe anything the Cleveland Browns wear.
Yeah.
Up there is also the Packers
Oh yeah.
throwbacks.
The Packers throwbacks,
blue-
terrible. Terrible.
Oh,
The Jacksonville Color Rush.
Awful.
yeah, it looked like the campfire I threw up in the basement.
And then, dude, some of those like mid '90s NBA ones, everyone like loves them for being like classic.
Yes.
Oh, I hate those Grizzlies. The Grizzlies one.
Yeah,
don't
I never really liked the Grizzlies or the
Everyone always they asked me to get them, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
Vancouver Grizzlies.
or the old Raptors jerseys. I didn't love with the dinosaur.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us. So thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the show. Stay up to date on all the videos. Subscribe wherever you're listening to. If you're on iTunes, leave us a 5-star review. Go over to the iTunes store. Subscribe there too. And keep spreading the word. Keep telling everybody about the show. Tell fucking everybody you know. I want to come out of quarantine and be fucking famous. I hope
Jamel Hill's listening.
Yeah, me too, actually, honestly. And Josina Anderson. And also, I want a goddamn fucking sponsor by the end of this fucking year. So we are on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. Instagram is what I said. Twitter is Sarcasm_speaks. And then Facebook is just Sarcasm Speaks. And until next time, good night, everybody.